Hi, this is Kaydence with the Teen Life Project, talking from one teen to another about real-life situations and how to just plainly survive the real world.
My heart would drop. 8th grade, it was
boy crazy.
Oh yeah, it was like...
I'm gonna say this, he ruined my life. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for him. This episode is brought to you by publicgift.com. They're on a mission to make the world a better place. That's why a portion of their sales are donated to charities and organizations that support a great cause. They support a wide range of charities from chronic illnesses to environmental protection. They focus on mental health and suicide prevention. I bought a ring from them that says, "This too shall pass." Hi, this is Kaydence with the Teen Life Project, and I'm here with...
Rayni.
And I'm 15.
Wait, what?
How old am I? How old are you?
15.
Okay, so we're just gonna kind of talk about just life on a daily basis. First, we're gonna get to know Rayni and her kind of things that she's been through and how she's become the person she is now, and then we're just gonna go from there. So let's start off with what do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Okay,
Things that you're good at.
I do cheer. I'm on JV cheer at the high school. I like riding horses. I'm not a barrel racer or anything, but,
I'm disappointed.
just riding it in the round pen.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like being social, being with friends.
Okay, so let's talk about childhood for you. Right? Let's start right after you came out of your mom's womb. How was it? How was
it? Was
life?
nasty.
Next! Okay. How about when you remember? How was your childhood like?
So, right before I was born, I had a stepbrother that died. So yeah, I didn't really know him, but I was born and I had a stepsister who was still alive, but she had a disease, and then we adopted my little sister, and then my stepsister died from her disease, and then we just grew up.
So how does those deaths impact you, as a person today? Yeah, you didn't know your brother, but does that?
Yeah, I mostly, the only part that makes me sad is when I see my dad sad about it, because he, those are his kids, but, I didn't really know my brother. I knew my sister, but I was, in 2nd grade when she died, so it wasn't that big of a thing to me.
Your parents are split, right?
Yeah, they split up in 5th grade. I actually had a friend, and both of our parents split up in the same month, so we kind of went through that together, but...
How did you deal with it?
Honestly, when it happened, I just tried not to think about it, I don't know, I didn't want to think about it, but as I got older, it kind of grew on me, and I started to think about it and, realize what actually happened.
Mm-hmm. So how does that hurt? Does that hurt you knowing that they're divorced, or does it make you, what?
I think it's better, because I'd rather be in a household where I don't hear fighting every day, but it is hard to be tossed around from house to house. Mm-hmm. I hate that.
Yeah. That's where we're the same, I feel.
Yeah.
With parents.
It's terrible. Pack a suitcase every freaking week.
I don't do that. Oh. I just switch when I want, which is, I'm not switching anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, what are some, okay, so your parents got split when you were in 5th grade. What happened after that?
Finished 5th grade. Nothing happened in 6th grade. Junior high.
Whoa, this is going to be a hot topic.
Oh my gosh.
So, 7th grade. Let's start there. Were we friends in 7th grade?
Yeah. Wait. We had choir together. We had together.
No, and we had, no, where's 8th grade? We had
No, she's not.
Miss. Wait. Oh, that's math.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were friends in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And we're like half cousins also.
Yeah,
you know that.
somehow. On both sides, probably.
Because your dad is my stepdad's cousin, so like we're related by marriage.
And I don't know if you know, you probably already know, but like my stepbrother, was the same age as your real dad, and they were like best friends in high school.
I feel like you told me that before.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 7th grade is harder. Like, which was harder, 7th or 8th?
8th grade.
8th grade. Yup.
Yeah.
Let's talk about 7th grade for a while. 7th grade was, I feel like that was the year that we were like trying to
just fit into junior high.
Yeah, we were trying to fit in and kind of become who we wanted to be or who our peers wanted us to be.
Yeah,
so
we
like,
didn't really know, but like we tried to.
We were little. I feel like we were little kids in 7th grade, just trying to play follow the leader a lot.
Yeah, we just followed the 8th graders, even though
they were kind of douchebags.
even though they were rude.
Yeah. With your parents, how was that in 7th grade?
I mean, so they're divorced. So my mom moved too, and my dad still lived in the same house, and I would go back. My schedule was crazy. Like, I'd be at my mom's Monday, Tuesday, dad's Wednesday, Thursday, and switch off weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it was a lot. So I'd had to go back a lot. But, I don't know, 7th grade, they still fought, you know? Even though they're divorced. They, like, fight on text. They fight on the phone. And, like, sometimes my parents will come on my room and be like, Rayni, guess what your mom just said? Or Rayni, guess what your dad just said to me? I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. It's like I already have my own problems. I don't really care about yours.
They don't really fight because they don't really like talking to each other just because they know that they will fight. So they talk through me. They'll be like, tell your dad this. And I'm like, it's exhausting. Like, no.
I know.
But like, I'll do it, but it's like, my mom doesn't want like talking to my dad just because they are two different people who once were married and they're not. So it's like I don't want to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll find different ways to talk to me. Like if I don't have my phone, she won't call my dad. She'll call like my cousins to call me. And yeah, like it's hard sometimes. And my dad gets really mad, and then he gets mad at me, and it's like I didn't do anything. Like you can't get mad at me for that.
Yeah.
And it's vice versa too. It's not really as bad because my dad doesn't really care about talking to my mom just because I don't think he cares that much about really anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like that.
Yeah, I definitely went through that too, where they'd be like, tell mom this, tell dad that. I'm like, you're an adult. You can do it.
What about your sister? How does she deal with it?
Oh, she is crazy. She has some English. We fight a lot, like every day.
And how does that help with the parents or no?
No, my dad hates it. My mom hates it too. Yeah, but I don't know. We can get along, but like it depends on her mood. I'm fine with whatever, but like.
Period. Okay. So now let's talk about 8th grade. 8th grade was literally the worst year of my whole life.
I know, it was worse than my parents getting a divorce.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
So bad. We weren't really friends at the beginning of the year, but I remember when me and Ben had like a thing for each other, and then that's when me and you kind of started being friends because you and the Rasher hoodie.
Ew. Ew.
It was like me, you, and were like the three. We were like the most. This sounds so cocky, but it's like we were like the most well known at the school. Like it was me, you, and at the top. Like Regina, George, and all those. It was us three.
Something. I hate to say it, but all I tried to be in junior high was popular. Like, that was my only goal.
Well, only because that's what people judge you based on. Like, did I know you in high? Did I know you in junior high?
I don't know.
No, you were the weird kid. Okay, and
Yeah, I know. It's
Like,
so stupid.
my
Like,
sis-
be yourself. Be with your own friends. It doesn't matter if you're popular.
my sister, she's weird at school. Like, no, that's not a bad thing. Like,
me too.
Like,
She
no,
doesn't care if she wears cat ears.
How did you know that? She does, and then she'll put her, you know how you put, like, your legs in the arm of your hoodie?
Oh,
and she'll, like, walk around.
Yay.
And she has this club called the Dumbo Club. Like, she doesn't care. Like,
That's
I give
good.
props to her, because
Yeah.
I could never.
I know.
I could never.
Like 6th grade, I started wearing
Yeah,
makeup.
it
Like,
was-
that is so young.
I
think
started
about it, I'm
wearing
like, wait.
just mascara at 7th grade. And now, look at me. Ding.
Yeah, like 7th grade, we liked a couple boys, but 8th grade, it was boys.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was like...
I like big boys. Itty bitty boys. Itty boys. I remember, we're not gonna name all the people I liked that year because we're gonna be here a really long time. But that one boy I had, he had me wrapped around his finger. You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yep. Not
Is it...
Yes, it's, yeah.
Like...
Thrasher Hoodie's best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, he ruined my life.
Aww.
I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for him. Like, a year ago, February, I remember I had this phone that I was using. My mom, knew I had it, but it was only to text her because I was going to my dad's.
Yeah.
And I logged into my Instagram on Google, and it was, the steak dance for it was the Valentine's steak dance.
Oh.
You were there. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yep. And remember he was there?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next day, or that night, I went to bed. I was like, good night, man. I was like, did you have fun? I was like, yeah, I had fun. Because, it was fun. The only night that I had no worries, it was the whole world revolved around him. And it was rolling my eyes too. It was just us two. And it was like, life's going good. And then that night I was like, good night. And I had to have to plug the phone to charge in the living room because he didn't let me take it in my room. Mm-hmm. And I wake up the next morning and it's gone. And I was like, crap. Yeah. And I thought it was it's just Sunday. They just probably don't want me on my phone Sunday. Okay, not a big deal. Mm. And my dad didn't talk to me not once that whole day. And I was like, okay, something's going on. This is suspicious.
My heart would drop.
I know. I went out to go get it, and I was like, no. And so then, we get home. I remember, we get home, and my grandma comes and picks up my 2 siblings from the house, and I'm like, okay. Am I going? Johnny's like, no, you're staying here. We have to talk. And I was like, crap. And then as soon as my grandma leave, here comes my mom and walk in my dad's door, and they're looking at me like this, and I'm like, crap.
Dude, I would be so scared.
And my dad goes, so, you better tell, he was like, he knew everything, because he went into my Instagram, and he found my Snapchat password and my TikTok from that, just from all my Instagram inboxes and everything.
Oh.
He read every single message, every single thing, and you can imagine you know who I'm talking about, the things that were said in there.
Yeah.
And they were like, you cannot, no, you need to change real quick. And no, and they were like, they went to the school, and they're like, if you ever see these 2 together, you better call me. And so my dad's like, you have to go tell him.
Wait, the girl or the boy?
The boy. And also can't be around. Yeah. And I was like, and the thing that made it worse was he texted me, he was like, I'll bring weed to the dance. He was like, yes. He was like, oh, and I was like, okay. And then he was like, we can just go to the skate park. And I was like, okay. I never did. We stayed at the dance the whole time because I was with you. I was with you most, kind of, not really. But that's what he was like, what did you do? And they drug tested me. It came back negative because I didn't do anything. And after that, it has never been the same.
Yeah.
And after a month, we were like, okay, like, no one's gonna tell my parents if we're together, like, if we're hanging out. So then I was like, we'll just get back together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I get caught, and it has ruined my, like, if I never met him, or I mean, I could have met him, but if I never would have started liking this person in the first place, where I am right now, I would not be. I would not be here.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like, boys in junior high, I feel like every time a girl was with them, most of the girls, probably not every girl, but I feel like they're just like, I'm gonna marry him, he's the love of my life. Like, it's not like that at all.
I feel like they change, like, you're trying to figure out who you want to be, and if you're trying to please a person without being pleased with yourself first, then it'll ruin you mentally and physically. Like, I was telling you that story about my best friend from Sholo. He starved himself. Yeah. Like, he couldn't help it, but he got his heart broken so bad that he lost so much weight. He would go on runs. Like, he would try to eat and he would throw it up because, like, he went to, like, severe depression. Like, it was so sad to see him go through that. And I would be like, I would call my dad, like, can you bring us, like, Burger King or something because we need to eat? And he'll try to eat it. He tried. He would throw it up every time. And every time he would come over to my house to, like, play games, he wouldn't eat because, like, he knew he would throw it up instantly. So, like, that's what happens when you fall in love with the wrong person at so young.
Yeah, I agree. If I was to like go back to 7th grade and 8th grade,
I would change everything.
Boys. I would not. I wouldn't date till I was like 15 or 16.
I would stay away from that whole friend group that we were in.
I agree. It literally ruined my reputation, my thinking, how I wanted to be, like
how I wanted. My standards were...
Yeah, my standards were...
so low.
Below the lava.
Like, Thrasher Hoodie's 6th grade while you're in 8th grade. That is so, like... We can do better.
We were boy crazy.
Like, and I feel like we still... Like, I still am.
Me too, but, like, not as bad.
Yeah. The nature of, like... Girls, you're gonna like boys. You're gonna wanna kiss boys.
Thing.
You're gonna wanna... But you need to control yourself. Like, you need to take it slow.
Girls don't understand that boys just say stuff to get you to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, boys will just be like...
And, well, sometimes we do understand, but it's like we don't care.
Because
like,
we want to be with them. We're so in love with them.
And if a boy, like, I'm just going to be straight up. Like, if a boy is, like send nudes, you need to say... No.
Like, or you just unadd them or block them. It's like there's so many people that do it, and it's so nasty.
Okay, the topic of this is gonna be boys because we're already on it, so why not? So, like, I feel like you need to find your... If you want to fall in love or not... I wouldn't call it dating because, like, usually dates is, like, when you go out on dates and, like... Yeah. So, like... I don't know why people call it dating, but, like...
talking?
Yeah, it's like you just like each other. That's it. You just like each other. And you need to find someone who... I'm gonna call someone out really good right now.
Who?
You need to find someone who opens the door for you. And when you're sitting... Like, if you're sitting on this side of the truck and he's on this, he opens the door and goes around. That's what you need to find. You need to find someone who... doesn't ask for nudes, first of all.
Yeah, that is a big red flag. That's like...
But, like, I like red flags. That's my favorite color.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Just kidding, guys. No. What were you saying? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. You need to find someone who likes you for more your personality than your looks, I feel like.
Yeah, looks are a part of it, but, like, not the biggest thing.
Like, if you're so pretty, like everyone thinks you're so pretty, everyone wants to be like you, but your personality's trash, like you're biggest douchebag ever.
You're so rude. No one wants to be with you.
And then you're gonna be like, what's wrong with them? Like, no, what's wrong with you?
I know. You just have to change. Like, I don't know. There's definitely some girls that are quite full of themselves. And they don't have friends anymore because
people realize
they're so rude.
Yeah. So, what? We need to name off respectful, wants you for you, not your body.
You know what? I would honestly, in junior high or like even right now, instead of a boyfriend and taking things so serious, I would just want a boy best friend. Like just a best friend to hang out with all the time. You know? Like that's even sweeter because then you don't have to kiss. It's like you don't have to, you can't unadd all your friends or, you know?
I had that once. Stop, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I want a boy best friend. I kind of have one, but like we haven't hung out yet. Sucker.
Let's talk about boy best friends really quick. I'm gonna cry, Rayni. I'm literally gonna cry. So, I don't even know what's going on, honestly. If you're watching this, I miss you so much. Like, anyway, holy crap, I'm gonna cry. We were so close. Some people are like, you guys like each other, you guys are dating. Like, no, he's literally my big brother. I'm his little sister. Like, that might sound weird, but it's not really. Like, we were that close. We went snowboarding together. We would go to lunch almost every single day. I knew everything about him. He knew everything about me. He knows things that I have told absolutely no one, not even my parents.
Yeah, because you trust him.
That he knows. So, like, it hurts so bad knowing that, like, we're not, I don't even know if we're, like, friends. Like, I don't know what happened, honestly. Something happened, and we haven't talked since, like, the week before school got out. Because it was over a dumb thing, too. But if you're gonna have a boy best friend, you need to, first of all, you need to learn boundaries. Like, you have to find someone who, it's okay to catch feelings for your boy best friend, but don't. Because it'll ruin
because you
a
can't
lot of things.
Like, if they don't feel the same way, you can't go back. It's, like, awkward.
You like him, and he's like, no, like, I don't think of you that way. And it'll hurt you so bad. And nothing is the same after. Because it's, like, a weird, awkward, like, he's like, I know you like me, and it's like, well, you don't like me, so what? And it's, like, just, there's, like, a wall between you two now, and it's not as close. And then when things do start to get normal, and when he gets a girlfriend, you're gonna get jealous. You're gonna get really jealous if you like him. And so you have to just kind of push those feelings away and be like, if I turn this friendship into a relationship and things don't end up working, you're gonna lose both.
You're gonna lose it. Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I literally let boys control my life in junior high. Like, I thought that was, like...
I let one boy control my life in junior high. And look where my life is now. I ran away and went to his house.
Yeah.
And we're not even together.
Yeah. There's, like, so many, like, rumors, too. I hate rumors because parents hear about it and, like...
And then they don't trust you anymore. They're like, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, but I'm like... It's not even, like, half of them aren't even true. Probably, like, 80% of them.
Yeah, like, almost none of them are even, like, true ever.
I only know, like, one rumor about me that was ever true.
I don't hear rumors about me, but they're spread. Like, I'd be like, oh, I heard there's a rumor going around. But, like, what are some rumors about me that you've heard from other people?
You stuff your bra.
Oh, my gosh, I remember that. In what, eighth grade. And I know who started it, and I literally... She was one of my close friends, and she went around and she was like, she stuffs her bra. Okay, what if I do? I mean, I didn't, because I'm just that girl. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And she knew that, too, because, like, I've changed, like, not weirdly, but, like, in the locker room, like, all the girls in my PE class knew I didn't, because, like, you change your shirt in PE, and it's like, stop. Just because you don't have those doesn't mean you have to go say that I do that. Like, that's not my problem.
This year, I had a rumor about me. I had a rumor spread about me, and it honestly just made me laugh because it's so stupid. Like, people from heard about it. It was people were like, I had like 10 people a day that week come up to me and be like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, "No."
My friend has that rumor spread about her all the time.
I was like, if I was pregnant, it would be popped out of me right now. Okay? Like, the rumor went on for so long, and I'm like, I would have a baby bump, guys. Okay.
I feel like people do that all the time to girls, and that's not cool, honestly. I mean, it's funny. It's like, what? Like, yeah, like, look,
I
I'm
choose to
pregnant.
laugh about it because it's just that dumb. Like, I cannot believe they would. It's just funny.
I could never get pregnant at this age.
That would be so hard, especially with what we've already been through. That would be crazy.
If a boy gets you pregnant and you are so madly in love with him, he's gonna be like, he's gonna either, if he's younger than you, he's gonna be like, I'm only in 7th grade. Like,
Whoa! Wow, that is young.
Well, I mean, like, or 8th grade or like, I'm not even 17 yet. Like, I'm not raising this child, and they're gonna leave you, and then you're gonna be
ready
like,
to have a
okay,
kid too.
cool. Let me just take care of this child and myself.
I'm not ready to have kids till like 23.
Oh, 20?
I gotta spend
20?
some years with my husband.
Well, I want to get married at 19.
Holy crap. I was thinking like 20. Oh, brother.
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna have a little... What's the... You know Megamind? You know that guy with fire hair?
That's not Megamind's the guy with the big forehead.
I know, but there's a guy, an evil guy in there with fire hair.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
No, it's not Hercules.
Oh.
It's not the blue hair. It's like red hair.
Anyway, no, why? What does that do?
You're gonna have
anything?
those little kids running you.
So let's talk about high school now. What are boys like in high school? Like, first of all, how's your life in high school? Like, what has happened this year?
So much better. So much better than junior high.
People grow up.
There was...
Not really, though, but, like,
for sure.
better.
And there's, like, our grade isn't together as much, so we're all split apart, so we only hang out with the people that, like, are
you
used
want to
to
be
us.
around.
Yeah. And there definitely were, like, a couple TikToks posted about me. And when I saw them, my heart fell to my feet. I was so sad. I think I cried about...
There's TikTok posts about me, too.
Yeah, I cried myself to sleep about that. But then I woke up and I was like, you know what? It's just immature. Like,
I'll just...
If you have that big of a problem...
Come to me, talk to me!
Yeah, you can either be immature and get your anger out on TikTok, or you can be mature and come talk to my face.
I think that's a huge thing nowadays. It's like, I'm mad at her. Let me go tell the whole world that I'm mad at her through social media instead of going and...
It's so stupid. Don't use your social media like that. It looks bad for you.
Your reputation would be like, okay, like, go talk to her. Like, if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna be like, you need to fix your attitude. Like,
yeah. And it, like, hurts even more because she posted it. So many people see that, and I'm like, oh, it literally made me sick. Like, I felt so bad about myself.
And it ruins a person knowing that the whole world... Because once that person posts that TikTok, the only thing people are going to see about you is what was said on social media. Like, they're not going to be like, what's her side of the story? They're just going to look at hers and be like, well, she's a terrible person.
I'm not going to post anything to get back at it. That's immature.
If I have a problem with someone, some people tell me that I don't have a filter, and it's because I have one, but I don't. Like, if something's bothering me about someone and they're like, they're not giving me the vibe that I want to be around, I'm gonna be like, fix your attitude or leave. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna be like, what's wrong? What's going on?
But you know what made me feel better about the whole thing?
What?
The only people that commented on that agreeing with her was 7th graders and 8th graders. So we good. Because
immature.
Immature. Like, that's just...
Like, and I feel like everyone's immature in 7th, 8th grade, but, like, grow up. You're in high school now. Quit posting petty TikToks.
Well, you know what happened? I commented on it, and I said, grow up, and it got a ton of likes. So she deleted the video. And then
because it makes her look bad. Like, like, people don't agree with me.
She texted me, DM'd me on Instagram, and apologized. And then, like, a day later or a week later, I can't remember, she posted another TikTok, and she's like, remember when I posted that TikTok about that one chick and she was really mad or something like that? It was like, okay, no one cares.
Okay.
Okay. And I didn't even text her about it. She texted me, bro.
Well, and I feel like apologies on social media are blood too. Like, if I want to apologize to someone, I'm gonna call them over the phone.
Yeah.
Or and like if I can't see them that day, I'm gonna apologize to them in person. But if not, I'm gonna call them and be like, not because you can't see how someone's talking over text. Like, so someone's like, "I'm sorry," they could be like, yeah, I'm sorry." Like, whatever, I'm sorry. Yeah. You can't tell.
I feel like when you text different than you actually speak in person. So it's like totally different. Even though it's like not, but it is.
Definitely it's different because you say everything you want to say because you don't care, because you can't see that it hurts them. Like, you can't physically see or hear. It's like, oh, who cares? Like, they're probably fine. Mm-hmm. So you're probably like, I'm just gonna text them. It's easier. It's easier because you don't want to take, like, you're prideful and you're like, I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm gonna apologize, whatever, and it'll be over. Like, you're scared that they're either one, not gonna accept your apology, or two, that they're gonna accept it, but things aren't gonna be the same between you two.
Yeah, it's hard. Losing friends and gaining friends is a big part of junior high. I feel like I lost so many people in 8th grade, and I got them back in high school, but it was just because I was immature.
You have to, like, go through that, though, sometimes.
You have to learn somehow.
Yeah, you can't just look at someone and be like, oh, well, they went through hardships. I'm not going to do that. Yes, you are. Like,
no, you know what my mom told me? The younger you learn about it, the stronger you'll be stronger faster. Because, like, you've already been through stuff that people probably won't go through till they're, like, 17, 19, 20.
And sometimes that's, like, so sad. Because I know, like, my brother, like, sees... Okay, I don't know my brother, but I actually haven't talked to him. But I know people his age that have, like they're already vaping. 6th graders, like, no. Like, that's so, like, I'm sure our parents didn't know, like, if vaping was around when they were in school, which I don't know if it was or not, but they wouldn't probably hear or know about it until, like, 20.
I know.
People 11 years old are hearing about
in the
things,
bathrooms.
Or doing things, hearing things that I didn't even know till I was in, like, 8th grade. Like, that's so sad how our world has come to ruining childhood. Like, you
our generation is so different. It's definitely not as hardworking. But, like, we get our pain and our hardship in different ways.
And I feel like you take that pain out on different things. Like, if you were mad when our parents were little, they would, like, go outside and scream. Or, like, they would go up and talk to the person. And us, it's like, we're gonna hide, we're gonna go take our pain out, we're gonna go cut ourselves. I have never done that, but I know people who have, and it's scary knowing that they do that and you're that close to them.
So, in 8th grade, there was some crazy stuff that happened. So I was with this boy, and
again, this is how boys ruin your life so young.
I was with this boy, and he had a cousin that was with my friend. Anyways, me and his cousin, like, I would call it peer pressure, but I feel like I also don't know how to say no. It's really hard for me to just, like, especially because I still had feelings for him. So he kind of, like, made me do stuff. He didn't, like, rape me, you know?
Yeah.
He wasn't that physical or anything, but, like, I just didn't know how to say no. I didn't know.
Because you didn't want him to look down on you as a bad person.
Yeah, and when this first happened, I can't even tell you how many times I told him no. I was like, no, I have to go, no. And he was like, just real quick, you know? So, yeah, some stuff happened, and I got so much crap for it, and I became really depressed, and I had tons of...
huge, like
The whole, like, even...
the town, like the whole town.
No, not even the whole, like, I had people
like
text
my dad
me.
knows this.
Yeah, I had people text me from, like, freaking all around the... Anyways, I couldn't handle it anymore, so we got a dog for me, just to maybe make me happy, but it was a crazy dog. Like, it was... I mean, I love that puppy, but... Things got really bad, and I started having a lot of suicidal thoughts, and one night I remember me, my mom, and my sister got in a huge fight, and we were being so loud, we were screaming at each other. So the neighbors called the cops on us to see if everything's alright, and the cops came in, and my mom told the cops that me and my sister were in a really bad spot, and we just wanted to not... We didn't have hope anymore, and... So they called my dad, and my dad came, and the ambulance came, and we went to the hospital. And I talked to the doctor that night about how I was feeling, and we stayed the night there. And then in the morning we talked to a bunch of therapists and doctors and stuff, and then my mom and dad decided that me and Ella should go to in-person therapy, which is like being sent to a behavioral hospital because yours was ill or whatever reason. And so we went to the same place in Tucson, but we weren't in the same room, like class. I was with my older group, and she was with the younger group.
And this was during school also, because I remember
she was gone
for like a whole week. 2 weeks.
Yeah, like a week and a half.
Yeah.
I think it happened like on a Wednesday night. But we traveled in an ambulance to Tucson, and got to the hospital, and you couldn't have clothes with zippers, you couldn't have shoelaces, like all this stuff. Only sports bras. You couldn't have like the wired bras because you could cut that open. And
why couldn't you have those things?
Because you could cut the bra open, cut yourself or hurt yourself. But the first couple days I was there, it was so weird. Like, I'm so shy around new people, especially like I knew no one. Not the nurses, not the other kids that were in there. It was weird. So all we could do was like color and play with kinetic sand and go in the movie room and watch Disney Plus. So that's all we did. We couldn't even use like colored pencils because you can hurt yourself. Only sporks. And I remember I'm so picky about food. I would not eat the cafeteria food. Like, it grossed me out so bad. So when we had snacks, I would just eat pretzels and cream cheese every day. And like, I lost like not a lot, but like...
No, you definitely lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, and I got back, and I don't think it helped me at all. It just made me more depressed, and like I felt more like I was,
like,
I don't know. Yeah, it just made me feel worse about myself, and that like, oh wait, I'm that bad, like, you know? I don't know. And so I got on medication and stuff. I'm still on it, but things have definitely gotten better. It definitely helps. I think one of the main things that have helped me is if you're in that situation, definitely do sports or something, because it shows you how to be with a team, you know, you're just with your friends, and you will have fun activities, and cheer has really helped me with that, even though it's hard sometimes. That's good.
To like get your mind off like things.
Yeah, and yeah, cheer is like, school's hard, obviously, because of people, and then at home it's hard, so like cheer, it's like an escape.
Yeah. So what have you done for yourself to let yourself know that like people love you, like people are there for you. Like, how do you let yourself know that?
I don't know. I feel like I just hang out with friends. I think it's really good. I did it quite a bit. It's not good to be by yourself all the time, but it is good to have some you time and just think about yourself and, I don't know, just write in a book how you're feeling. I did that a lot, or like color, just to think. And yeah, just taking care of yourself, like even just like a warm long shower is good for you. But I also had I have this neighbor, I have a cousin, and he lives right by me, but his mom and me are like best friends, and she has helped me so much. Like, whenever I'm feeling down about myself or something bad happens with friends, I'll call her and she'll take me to Sonic, or we'll just sit and chat, and I don't know, I love her, so she makes me feel better about myself.
That's good. So, as we're closing this, what is something that you want people that are listening to know, one, about you? Like, when they think of Rayni, what do you want them to if someone asks me who's Rayni, what do you want me to say? Like what would you want people to say? Like,
There's already words that people already call me, and that, that's hard, but I don't know.
like if people are like who's Kaydence, I'd be like I would want people to say that I'm outgoing, and I'm myself around everyone. I don't change. I feel like, sometimes I change who I am based on the people I'm around.
Oh yeah, that
But
happens.
I've stopped doing that a lot, because
if
you don't want to be around me, then don't be around me. That's not my problem.
That easy. Yeah.
And then also, what do you want people to know about life? You want to warn them, because they're not going to know until it's too late.
Yeah.
So what do you want people listening to, a word of advice?
I think definitely don't focus on boys so much. Focus on your own self. Obviously don't be too self-absorbed, but focus on you.
You need to be healthy mentally and physically.
Yeah.
You have to, because you can't be happy with someone if you're not happy with yourself first.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a big thing I've had to do. It's hard because I feel like sometimes I try to rely on boys to make me happy, but that's not how it should be. That's how I feel, but it shouldn't be like that.
That's how you got yourself in that state of mind that changed your life.
I think it also became coping with my parents, just going off with boys. It became coping, and I didn't whenever I felt bad about myself, I would go with boys, and just to get my mind off of my parents, or me and my sister fighting, or just stuff going on at school.
But sometimes we have to find healthier coping situations.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes talking it out doesn't work, so you have to find something that gets your mind off, but it's good for you.
Yeah, and even just taking a walk around your neighborhood, or
something that'll benefit you.
Yeah.
And not benefit someone else because you're going through something.
Yeah, I agree. Take care of yourself. You need so much happens. There's I don't know.
I feel like this is so everyone says it, but it's so true. You need to, if you're liking boys isn't bad. That's not bad at all. Go like boys. Go find out who you want to be with, but you need to higher your standards. If you're dating a real douchebag,
what's the point? You're just hurting yourself.
You need to think, if my family doesn't like him, then you need to find someone else.
Exactly.
So with that, I would say you need to higher your standards. You need to be happy with yourself, be honest with yourself, and find ways to cope healthy.
I agree. I need to start over and like just higher my standards, higher my morals.
Morals.
My morals. And yeah, I need to like start over and change. And there's so many people that tell me I can't, but I'm like, watch me.
Oh.
Period.
I feel like after I ran away and I was missing, I think that was my...
I'm sorry, but I thought you were dead.
There's a lot of people who did.
I was like, Kaydence. I was texting everyone.
My dad literally...
I texted. Have you talked to Kaydence lately?
He was like, no. He said no.
Yeah, he was like, no.
No.
Okay.
I feel like that was my starting over, like, this month. Like, it's been like a month since I ran away.
I need to like...
Don't run away, Rayni.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I need to have a...
You know,
I can't just change on like March 6th. That's not special.
March 7th. Jesus.
It's June 3rd.
April.
It's June 3rd. I can't just change on June 3rd. That's not special, but like I need to.
You need to gradually, like...
Start little.
Yeah, and go big.
Yeah, there you go.
There we
Start
go.
little, because then you can make little habits that will help you.
Yeah. Well, with that, thank you guys for listening. This definitely was really good to talk about. I feel like it's good for people to hear what we were talking about.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
But
okay, guys. Toodles. See you next time.
meow.